What's up? Sage the Dual Demon here, playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. This is the first episode of my new series, The Platinum Push, where we choose one character and get as far as we can in the rankings within a season. The character I've decided to start with is, of course, Yugioh, the king of games himself. How we're going to do it is I'm going to start by building the whole deck, and then getting right into the P versus P. We'll do a couple battles, make sure the deck's running well, and I'm beginning right from the start. Silver 1, and we'll see how far we can get today. So I'm going to head on over to the card studio, and we can begin building the deck. Most of you will know this, but in case you do not, Yugioh specializes in Fiend and Spellcaster monsters with a skill that adds Yami to the field spell Yami. And I'll be using that. For at least the first time I use Yugi, I'm planning on doing a second round eventually, using different skills, using the character completely differently. This is going to be a pretty basic way to run Yugi, just acting on the skills that he already has really well. So let's get right here. Power of Dark. So, like I said, Power of Dark raises the attack and defense of Fiend and Spellcaster type monsters by 200. So what we're going to want to do is go right in here, get our Fiend and Spellcaster type monsters, filter the rest out, sort from attack high to low. That's generally how I know where the cards are at. And here we go. So I have a Magician's Circle, so Dark Magician Girl is going to fit right in, being special summoned. I'm going to tell you that this is a beatdown deck. When you're building a beatdown deck, you want two thoughts. You want high attack, high speed. High speed means you don't need a lot of cards in your hand to make it work. You don't need two cards to do a combo. You usually rely on one card combos, with a few exceptions just to make sure that you can put some high attacking monster out. There's a couple different ways you can build a Yugi deck, but I would always recommend having the Arsenal Summoner be a part of that deck. Because it is a 1600 beater, which will then become an 1800 beater, this 4-star monster is a big backbone to any Yugi deck. So I'm going to go ahead and add 3. Now you'll notice that he's Wind, which we can use to our advantage with either the element Doom or the element Magician. Both of these characters, if they are with that the Arsenal Summoner, then they can attack once again after destroying a monster. I am considering doing just a Dark deck, so right now I'm just going to add element Doom alone. But I might come back and grab the element Magician as well. Okay. Now from here, I would like to add 3 element Soldier. Again, it fits that Dark archetype, and what's nice about element Soldier is he can attack through Hane or any other Earth-based flip effect monster, which are pretty common, like the Bubonic Vermin is another example. So having a few of those in your deck is really nice to attack face-down monsters, and sometimes you'll get lucky and they'll be trying to get that flip effect off on you, and you will shut it down right away. Okay. So that's all I want to grab for now. We might be coming right back here to grab a few more things. Ryu Kenshin Powered would be nice for this. He's going to be an 1800 beater, and since I'm using so many dark monsters, I'm going to do equip spells based around dark. Really, with a deck like this, a beatdown deck, you want to be using your support, being your magic and your traps, as attack modifying. Meaning, gains attack, loses their attack, whatever. This is just a really quick deck. This is the type of deck that you expect to win in the first couple turns, and if you don't, you might be in trouble. I put D-Spell in to the deck. The reason I did this is to shut down the Wonder Balloons. That is a win condition card, especially against this deck. And to face that, one D-Spell is nice to have in the deck. It's also nice to, when you're going up against a water deck, for example, to take out their Umi, or any other, like Jurassic World, any of those field spells that are really, really common. You can also use it on those and take the advantage for that game. I'm going to keep moving on down here. Excuse me. Shard of Greed speeds up your deck by giving you some draw power. Draw power is the same thing as speed. And in a beatdown deck, speed is great. This bow drops someone on their sides of field attack by 1,000. Just really nice for getting over big guys. Sword of Dark Destruction goes on so many monsters in this deck that I'm going to go ahead and put in 3 for now. But I might consider taking 1 out. This is a Sword of Dark Destruction, essentially, that doesn't minus your defense, and also if you tribute a monster, it comes back to your hand. So, Dark Magician Girl, use it on someone who has Sword of Dark Rights, it comes back to your hand. Put it on Dark Magician Girl, and you have a 2400 beater. Not bad. In fact, I'm going to put 1 of those in, and for now, just take 1 of these Swords of Dark Destruction out. So as I talked about before, Wonder Balloons is essentially a win condition in a lot of situations. I'm going to go ahead and bring it. A lot of times I get sick of using it because it's so good, but in a beatdown deck like this, it's hard to turn my head away from it. This Wicked Breaking Flamberge Bow is really, really good, especially with Trap Jammer behind it. If you have a Trap Jammer and a monster equipped with that, really early in the game, it's often a win, and we might get to see that today, which could be really cool. And the first thing I'm going to do with traps, and you're going to see this in almost all my decks, is Trap Jammer. What Trap Jammer does for me is, if you have it on the back of your field, it means you can be as aggressive as you want, save flip effect monsters. Which again, that bow sword that I was just talking about, when you attack a flip effect monster, it just completely negates it. And so that bow sword with the Trap Jammer, excellent combo, but in a super aggressive deck like this, having that Trap Jammer down is so nice for your aggression. Reinforcements just boost your attack, simple. Simple, but amazing. Keep on moving down here, or up in this case. Okay, the last one I want to consider is this Magician's Circle. Just because I can pop out a Dark Magician Girl, and often they're not going to have a Magician, and so it's a free card for me. I haven't used it I've never used it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. I used it in the standard Yu-Gi-Oh! And we'll see how I like it here. Okay, so this is what we have on our deck so far. We have 22 cards, which is 2 over than what I'd like. Having 20 cards, especially for a speed-based deck, is really, really important. So let's take a look here. Let's see what is worth getting rid of. This is my personal opinion, but generally, I don't think draw power is worth it in a deck with more than 20 cards. So, for example, like a Jar of Greed. What's the point of having a Jar of Greed, which gives you 1 extra card, rather than just not have it, draw that extra card anyways, and not have to wait a turn? Jar of Greed makes a lot of sense if you have a 20-card deck, though, because it essentially makes it a 19-card deck. But if you have a 21-card deck, Jar of Greed makes no sense because it makes it a 20-card deck, but takes up some of your time. Not a very good strategy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove one of my element soldiers. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 core monsters and 1 beater. I generally like to have 10, but we're going to stick with this now, see how it works. I'm going to get rid of one of the Swords of Dark Destruction. And this is where we're at as of now. Let's go ahead and save it. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. If it's not working, we can make the adjustments that need to be made. But let's go ahead and get into the games. Let's go play. So we are going into the P vs. P area. I'm currently Silver rank 1 with 0 wins, 0 losses. I'm going to try to do 2 to 3 duels today, and hopefully we can get 100% victory, especially here at the beginning, the first video. Let's aim for that. Last season I was able to get to Platinum 1, but ended the season on Gold 5. That was the first season I ever played, and I primarily used Yugi. So this is fairly familiar to me. Here we go, we're getting into our first game. Let's check it out. Who we going up against? What should we expect? Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it! Can't wait! Yami versus Yami. You're going to see that a lot. Another reason why Arsenal Summoner is so important is if you're not using your best 4-star beater against a Yami Yugi who has Umi, and they are using it, they're going to have 2,000 beaters for free. Dangerous. This guy's not using Yami, so that won't happen in this game. We have Trap Jammer. That means unchecked aggression after the first turn of it set down. Let's see what he does. Woo! I can't wait. I'm ready to fight. Ready to go. Come on, man. Make you move. 1700 beater. With the new pack that was released, you're going to see that all the time. My lowest attacking monster in this deck is 1700. So this is a perfect example of how this deck works. Go ahead and set a Trap Jammer. From now on, I can be as aggressive as I want, save face-down monsters, which I have an Element Soldier for to kind of negate. I can get over him with Arsenal Summoner right now. I could get over him with my Element Soldier with the Sword of Dark Destruction on. I'm going to do the Arsenal Summoner just because it's 1 card rather than 2. I'm going to go ahead and attack through. And end my turn. So let's check out how I look on camera. I've never really been on camera before. It's different. Let's gotta get my hair back. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is a new life. New life. Come on, man, make you move. We got people waiting. We got people waiting. Tide. See what he does. Does he crash? If he crashes, then he's going to take a big beat to his life points. Again, I'm not worried about any back row he has. Not for a while in any case. Okay, so he's getting over me. That will be a draw in between Element Soldier with Sword of Dark Destruction. Alright, so he gets over me. Let's see what we draw into next. Not too worried about this. I know I can crash. He has 2 cards. This is a fairly close game. It can go either way still. Okay. I'm going to use Element Doom over Element Soldier in case I draw into an Arsenal Summoner. Then he is... Oh, I should have done Element Soldier. That was a slight misplay because of the crash. I will initiate crashes more often than I will allow them to be initiated. I figure he's going to summon a monster anyways, but this gives me a scout and there's less on the field for him to work with. For example, if he drew another equip card right now. So this turn's really important. Depending on the strength he shows this turn, we likely know he's going to win. So I'm going to get over him. Again, my lowest attacking monster is 1700, which without a field spell card is the second highest attacking monster, with the first being 1750. So there's very few when my opponent does not have a filled spell card, there's very few monsters I need to worry about. Very few. So we drew into the Arsenal Summoner. Really wish I kept my Element Fiend around, especially now. But I'm going to go ahead and drop the Arsenal Summoner. And attack into it. That was a slight misplay. I will call myself out whenever I make my misplays because I like to learn and not make misplays in the future. So you're going to be seeing me make a lot of misplays and me talking about me making a lot of misplays. It's just part of the game, I feel. See what he does here. So this is perfect. This is the ideal situation for a deck like this. I'm not going to summon Element Doom just because he doesn't have a monster for me to work off of. I'm going to go ahead and summon my Element Soldier. Here is the perfect example of why Trap Jammer is wonderful. Wonderful. Attack 3, he has nothing. That was all bluffs. He has 200 life points left. Let's go ahead and end our turn. It's looking pretty solid for us. He's now top decking, and we've already shown that his top decks and my top decks equal out, but I have more in my hand right now. This is a good example of why running a 30 card deck is a bad idea. I just had the cards I needed quicker than he did. Now he's top decking, hoping to get a 1 out of 23 chance of drawing the card he needs, whereas for me it'd be a 1 in 12 chance. If you are playing a deck based on speed, which you probably should be in this current meta, then that's something to keep in mind. Alright, let's see what he does here. He put it in attack position, meaning he has to play here. Or he does not. I think this is a good game. There's a couple different ways I could end it here. I'm going to go ahead and Tribute Summon, because that's awesome. Dark Magician Girl, here she comes. Alright, and I'll just play this for kicks. Maybe get some more points or something. I don't know if the points work the same in this as they do against the standard duelists, but go for maximum damage. There we go. That's 1 win, 0 losses. First game on our Platinum push is a successful one. I'm very happy about that. I'm going to go ahead and adjust my camera here a little bit. This painting behind me here was done by my beautiful girlfriend. And check it out. It's pretty cool. Silver 1. I'm just going to get right into the next game. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're pushing for Platinum here. Can't waste any time. Yeah, so I've been kind of thinking, okay, who do I want to use next season? And I honestly can't decide. I think I want to leave it to like a vote. Whatever character you'd like to see in next season, just let me know in the comments. And as we get closer, I'll make it kind of more official, but I'd like to get an idea now of what characters people are wanting to see. You are wanting to see. Let me correct myself. Okay, so we draw into no monsters. That's a little bit scary. I'm going to go ahead and activate Shard of Greed. Set this. Okay, let me read this. When a spellcaster-type monster declares an attack, each player special summons one spellcaster-type monster with 2,000 or less attack from their deck in attack position. I'm going to set that. I just realized I have a lot of Fiends in my deck. I'm kind of doing a dark Fiend spellcaster mix. That's a little bit slow, but we'll keep trying it and see how it works out. So that's exactly who I was talking about. That is the strongest normal monster in this game, with attack of 1750. This is a really bad start for me, really bad. Probably should have played Wonder Balloons and did some minus attack. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Not a lot. I played this terribly. This is a good game to watch to be like, okay, Sage played that terribly. I really want that black pendant. It's really good. 500 attack is better than all the Swords of Dark Destruction. Alright, good game. Really quick, he beat me at my own game. Nothing you can say about that other than just move on to the next one. So, 1 win, 1 loss, really quick loss, unfortunate loss, but we'll see if we can get this third game. Let's see if we can rank up. Probably have to win 2 now to rank up. I would like to get 1 rank within the first video, so maybe I'll do an extra game. That is assuming I crush them. I think setting the Magician's Circle was a mistake. I think I should have relied more on the balloons in that situation, given it was a terrible hand. But I built a deck that allowed for terrible hands, so I gotta keep that in mind. So we're going up against a Seto Kaiba without mountains, so the strongest 4-star monster I can expect from him is going to be a 1750 beater. That was an interesting first turn. Okay, this is an okay, I would say this is an average hand for this deck. Let's do it like that. Reinforcements down, Trap Jammer down with a stronger attacking monster. Let's attack, let's go. Nice. Good start for me. Let's see what he answers with. So the highest attacking 4-star monster anyone can have is 1900, with Rex Raptor having several that he can use with his Jurassic World, and I forget his name, Mako Tsunami uses with the Kaiser Seahorse, which I also want really bad. Okay. So just gonna continue my unchecked aggression here. I don't have light monsters, so this monster is never gonna gain that boost to attack. I like to attack with the stronger monster here. I'm interested in what he has down. I don't know if that's me who's just getting the weight, or if that's both of us. Go ahead and end my turn. He really needs to make something happen this turn. He's bleeding out too quickly otherwise, so let's see what he can pull off. I have a Trap Jammer down, reinforcements down. It's going to be really hard, actually, for him to get over this without taking some hits himself. Still continuing in attack position. He probably has maybe an equip card. There it is. Oh, block attack. Okay. Block attack is extremely not worrying to me. The fact that he's running block attack means that he probably has other cards in his 19 remaining that are just not going to be too scary to me. Alright, I got over my big guy, but no worries. Like I said, the man is bleeding out. Another element soldier. This should be a good game here. Let us find out. I don't think there's any way he can stop it if it's a trap. I mean, that'd have to be a quick spell card, and I don't know a quick spell card that could save him right now. Two wins, 1 loss. I'm gonna go ahead and do another game. go through all this here. Still silver rank 1. We gotta get to silver rank 2 today, guys. There's no way. There is no way I can sleep knowing that I'm silver rank 1 on the first day that I am beginning my YouTube channel. That is not okay. I will not have that. I'm really excited to be playing Duel Links. I want to get a whole bunch of content up. I have several different series ideas. I want to do a subscriber battling series. I want to do a deck showcase series. Of course, the Platinum Push. I'm super excited to honestly delve into each character individually and maximize its potential. I'm really excited about that. Okay, so we have a fairly bad hand, I'd say. I'm not going to use D-Spell on the Yami. I'm going to set my Trap Jammer, and I'm going to set my Magician's Circle, actually, because I'm expecting him to come at me with a Magician. So I'm going to summon him 1900 attack with the 2 Yamis on the field. Pretty cool. Arsenal Summoner is going to be 2000, which is going to... If he doesn't have Arsenal Summoner and I draw into Arsenal Summoner, I have a large advantage. Starting out defensive. That in no way shows weakness at this phase in time. In no way shows weakness. I'm not going to summon my second monster here. I'm just going to attack and see what we're dealing with. Makes me wish I summoned my second monster. But that's okay. I wonder... Oh, why was that negated? Oh, because he has the Earth effect. Well, wow, Element Doom is good. Wow, I want another Element Doom in my deck right now. That is so good. I love that. He takes on the job of both the Element Magician and the Element Soldier's jobs in this deck. That's super, super nice. So is this a spellcaster here? No, it's a Fiend. 2300. I can dispel that and then just attack over him. Which is what, as of right now, I would have to do. Arsenal Summoner just hit the floor. That is a good sign. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Now I know that he can't summon a monster and just attack over me. He has to combo, meaning he needs 2 cards to get over my 1. That's exactly how you want to be playing these beatdown decks, is you want to force them to have combos to win. And sometimes they will. Sometimes they'll get those combos, but you got to play it like poker when you're going up the ranks. You don't, oh yes, let's do it. Wow, this is going great. Looks like he does have a Magician. Hopefully it's not a Dark Magician Girl. Who did he bring out? Who is this? Yes, continue the attack. So I want to make sure flip take... Okay, so it's a flip effect monster. I'm going to go ahead and just attack him. What? Ugh. What? I really do not feel like I was taking that long. I'm gonna watch that replay and look at my time and just, oh, what? That guy was crushed. That guy was crushed. Oh, and that crushes my dreams of the first video. Guys, I am salty right now. I am that, oh. That's not cool. Ugh. Okay. With that terribly, terribly sad ending, I have to call this the end of the video, otherwise it's just going to go too long. But, oh, I am itching to get back on to do another video to show what this deck can really do and not get these... What? Okay, I just got to sign off, guys. Thank you so much for watching my first ever video. I already am appreciative of every single person who takes the time to watch this. Thank you so much, guys. I love you lots. Okay. I just gotta get out of here. Later.